Greetings on this rainy Saturday. Today, I start the show with a question. First, to those of you living on Gong Road, Kibra, and the surrounding areas, can you hear noise, including fireworks, coming from Jamhuri Park? And should the question direct to the entire country and other Kenyans? How many of us know ASK Nairobi show is taking place now as we speak? And indeed has been on for the last 1 week. I'm not even sure there's a show, so I'm asking, how many of us know the Nairobi show, Agricultural Society of Kenya show, is taking place at Jamhuri Park?
Tired of the same old shopping experience? Step into a smarter way to shop with Whiteson Group, Kenya's go-to online store for quality you can trust. From gadgets and homeware to everyday essentials, we deliver convenience right to your door. Fast shopping, secure payments, and top-notch customer care, all in one place. Visit whitesongroup.com today. Whiteson Group, simple, reliable, delivered.
If the answer to that question is what I suspect it is, that not many people know anyway, then I need not even ask you, why do you think the voter registration is not kicking off and going on the way we expected? The world has changed. Things have changed. We have new generation of people with new ideas, new worldviews, people who perceive things differently, but we are doing the same things the way we did them 40, 50, 30 years ago. And we expect that these young people, because being in Nairobi and not going to attend the show could only mean one thing. Either you are too sick or you are terribly broke. But there's no way you will be in Kitale and not attend the Kitale show. I remember as a student, a young man, who used to jump over the wall, perimeter wall, when we couldn't raise the entry fee of 2 shillings, 5 shillings. That's what it meant. Music coming from the showground, unapanda juu ya ukuta na unaruka. I remember listening to, there was an army band, I've forgotten the name, not Maroon Commandos, very famous during the shows. Before disco took over, D.S. Njoroge and others. Scarlet, it was called Scarlet. I remember unable to pay, but from the showground, Sosoliso, the song by Sosoliso, Sex Majeshi, Fotoya Majeshi, something like that. My friend, unaruka juu ya ukuta. Getting a space on KBS number 87, imeandikwa pale showground, was not easy. People were hanging. But the times have changed. So is it a wonder that the young people we expect to vote and register are not doing it? We went through this in 2021, 2022. Mass voter registration. We wanted to net like 6 million or so. What did we get? The cost of one vote became almost the highest cost for one vote globally. Everywhere you go in this country, we are dead. Everything is dead. I've had a debate with my colleagues at the university. You teach a class, and the highest number of students you ever meet in the lecture hall is 80 maximum 100. You give an exam, 400. Where have the others been? You can explain that by hustling to get food, which is another mistake we are making, killing our generation. Students chasing food instead of chasing academics and their studies. But you cannot rule out the fact that we are recycling old material. We are teaching the things we were taught 40, 30, 20 years ago. And teaching them in the same way, using the yellowed notes we have used over the years. Professors of engineering are teaching in the same workshops they used, that were used to teach them, using the same equipment, teaching the same way they were taught. In the year 2007, I suffered from acute pancreatitis. I was admitted at a point of collapse at the Aga Khan Hospital, Kisumu. And I keep saying, and I've said this repeatedly, let's have good hospitals across the country. If there wasn't Aga Khan in Kisumu, maybe I would have died. Most likely I would have died. While in that hospital, the story is about movement. Acute pancreatitis. It attacks all organs. The lungs collapse. Everything doesn't seem to work. The abdomen dies. I remember my doctor was Dr. Aliboy. I met him 2 weeks ago again after a long time. There was also Dr. D'Souza. Dr. D'Souza was banging. When I gained consciousness, he was tapping on my abdomen and saying, this here is a dead abdomen. There is no movement. Nail by mouth, and there's no movement. That is the time I knew. Surprisingly, I didn't know. The movement of the bowels and the abdomen is critical survival. Nothing can happen without movement. In this country, there is no movement. This is a dead sea. There is no movement. We are suffocating in this country. No ideas, even where you expect to find ideas like the university. Nothing is new. Nothing is working. There is no movement. Why? We have become a country that worships money. The only thing Kenyans do is go for money. If you don't chase money like them, they call you a fool. I'm engaged in my little war somewhere, and people have been asking me, why don't you keep quiet? Abandon this. There's money. Kula pesa hata wewe. Everybody thinks money. Without even ever asking themselves, what do you want to do with that money? Today morning, I had a conversation with one of the toughest lawyers when it comes to these matters of, he has become famous. I don't want to mention his name. He's become known in this litigation of impeachment of governors. He's a constant figure in those cases in Senate, and he does so well. We were talking about something else. And he told me, these governors who are chasing money, what is it they are looking for? He said he doesn't accept clans who are bringing dirty money, because a time will come when all this money will go. He gave me a name of something, something. Proceeds of crime and money laundering, something. That law has been designed with a philosophy to ensure that they will catch up with all the thieves and all their money will go. This lawyer tells me he lives a modest life. But fortunately, he says, Kenya is an economy where an average person, a middle-class person, can live a fairly comfortable life without stealing and maybe retire comfortably. So we have become a country where all the attention, everything we do is about money, so that the country is dead. The country is not moving. There are no ideas. People even don't know what's going on in the world of science. Even when Corona shocked us, I imagined stupidly so, foolishly actually, I was too naive. I thought with the scare of Corona, we would be aware that the future belongs to knowledge. The future belongs to science. And that the money we are giving MPs, for example, which has been declared unconstitutional in form of CDF, these 50 or so billion will spread them between our universities and the research centers like Kemri. This one used to be called the Kalo, Kefri, centers of research for the future and universities. I was naive, I thought so. But I must admit I was stupid, as indeed we all are stupid. This country, nothing's moving. I'm using the registration of voters to show you that there are no ideas, not in the opposition, not in government. We think you just put there registration clerks and these young people will rush there to vote. It didn't happen in 2021-22. We think because Gen Zs now are awake, they will go and register. Register to vote for who? These same monkeys they see every time, do they expect any change from any of these politicians? Are we giving the young people hope that they can participate in a process that will bring change, that will create jobs for them? As we continue chasing money, which money we don't even need, which money, if stolen, will finally, eventually take it from me. It will be taken away from you, including what you had earned genuinely. My friend was telling me today morning, like I said, usishangae ukiwa kwa bus, mimi upanda matatu, mimi upanda besi. Usishangae ukisikia mtu anakuomba nilipie fare, na alikuwa governor safari moja. If you doubt me, follow the story of the Golden Bag suspects. If you doubt me, follow the story of those people. How much they became paupers through endless litigation, extortion and everything else. And that law was not even there. Now with this law, it will catch up with you at some point. All the money you are stealing will go. Plus the little you had earned genuinely. That's where we are as a country. And that's where the world is going. So I'm just wondering, are we incapable of suspending our lust for money for just a while to concentrate on the future of this country? And say, you cannot talk about a future that excludes the Gen Zs. There can be no future Kenya without a conversation that involves and includes the young people of this country. Then what future will you be talking about? Doesn't it therefore concern us and in fact worry us that are not interested in our politics? They are not registering. It doesn't concern us. Our attention is on amazing money, primitive accumulation, money you will never use. I was watching something, I think, on these things that circulate on social media. A guy was calculating, if you had 1 billion shillings, how many years it will take you to finish 1 billion shillings? If you are using about, what's he saying? Some thousands. If you are to use, 2,000 or 20,000, I can't remember the figures, per day, it will take you perhaps 3 lifetimes to finish $1 billion. You could even make it better. If you had $1 billion shillings and put it on some interest earning account, even if it gave you 10%, because $1 billion will give you more than 15% if you put it in a nice place. Just calculate 15%. Then you keep quiet for 6 months. Then you begin eating the children, the interest, my friend. You'll be withdrawing thousands of shillings per day. Thousands, big thousands per day. And $1 billion is still intact. And yet we have guys in this country stealing billions every so often through schemes that rob Kenyan children of our future because they can't access education. Through schemes that make people die because they are doing business with our health. That's the sort of country I'm talking about. And evidence is like a shopkeeper. You put somebody in your shop, they begin to steal, you keep warning them. Finally, the shelves will tell the story. The shelves will be empty. Our shelves as a country are now empty. We can't hide it anymore that we are not a country that is capable of thinking. We are a country that thinks money is everything. And now I have bad news. Very bad news for all of us as a country and as a people. And especially for politicians. I hear these days they are called legacy politicians. The usual suspects, the usual politicians, all of them, from all sides, government, opposition, and in between. Bad news for you. If you think you will practice your politics as usual in 2027, I have very bad news for you. If you think because the Gen Zs are not registering, so you'll have a field day in 2027 and play your usual games, because they are games. That's why you keep crossing from this side to this side. You are the same people. We know you. Not that we don't know you. We know you. We know the politicians. We are the same people. If you think 2027, 2032, you continue playing the same games, now that the Gen Zs who are going to worry you are not registering, please receive this bad news from me. The Gen Zs will be part of the future, the journey of the future. They will birth their future. They will take you head on. You will fall down. They will step on you as they march into their future. You will not stop the future of your children. Never. You will not do it. So don't look at this apathy, this not in registering, and draw comfort from it. Please, I warn you. And I'm delivering this sad news for you. Your children and grandchildren have gotten to a point they will not allow you to auction their future because of your love for power and money. They will push you down, step on you, jump on you as they march into their future. That is the sad news, and that is the reality. Please, for a moment, just for a moment, go to your internet, go to Google. In the past 1 month, Google the countries that have gone through disturbance. I think the latest is Morocco, Indonesia, Nepal, what? There's a common denominator. There is an army invading the world, an army that you can't stop. Those are your children and grandchildren. Youth, this is an army you can't stop. They are marching forward. They have come to the conclusion you have auctioned their countries. And they will not take it anymore. So don't take comfort in the fact that they are not registering to vote. In fact, that should be a wake up. Ask yourself, will these people keep quiet and allow you to march on in 2027 and 2032? The answer is no. They are coming for their future. You stand in their way, watapita na wewe. That is the reality. It's not Kenya alone. It is global. The young people are making a statement. Enough is enough.